Hey everybody, it's Mark Marshall from theproaudiofiles.com and guitaristmarkmarshall.com. Today I'm going to be using a Strymon Capistan tape emulation delay pedal to create some really cool stutter sampling effects. Now, I'm going to be using a guitar for this, but if you have Rhodes or a Whirly or anything with a line output that you could run into it, you could run vocals through it, which is also a really cool thing to do. You can really get creative. That's a little bit of an unconventional use of a delay, and I think that you'll find it really interesting for some productions. What's really cool about the Capistan is that not only is it a fabulous analog tape emulation, but they've added some modern features into it, which I really dig. And one of them is for the tap tempo button. It has a secondary function, so when you hold it down, it's the equivalent of turning the repeat knobs all the way up, so that it just kind of keeps feeding back. You could really create some cool effects if you turn the repeats all the way down, so that if it's just one single repeat, right? And then if you hold that down, or if I just let it ring out and hold it down, normally the effect is, and you see how when I let go of it, it drops it pretty fast. Watch. It's almost immediately it drops it. So this is important for creating this cool stutter effect, right? So what I've done is I've set the tap tempo to the tempo that I want to play the repeats at. It's not exact science, so when you're doing this, you're going to have to really kind of play around with it to kind of get to sit well with the rhythm section you're playing with. Once I've done that, I am going to use different attacks on the guitar to mess with the way that it's doing repeats. So the first obvious one is just having a long chord, creating like a nice feedback delay kind of sound. Another option is going to be to do a really quick attack and choke the strings. I'm going to choke the strings as soon as I hit the hold feature. Now, I should mention that I am trying to hit the hold feature in time. So if our tempo is here, I'm trying to hit it on the 8th note, right? So this is our quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to hit the hold feature on the end of one, or on the end of every beat that I hit a chord on. 1 and 3, 4, 1 and. So if I'm doing that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now this is dependent on where you have the tap tempo set, but for this particular way I'm using it, I have it set so that I can hit on the 8th note. Okay. So a lot is going to rely on your right hand for this effect. So what I'm doing is I hit it, and as soon as I hit the tap button, I'm choking the string, and that gives us a little bit of that subtle stutter effect. Now if you also hit your palm against the strings, it can also create a little bit more of a different type of stutter effect, like this. Almost sounds like backwards tape, right? I'm actually kind of palming my fist or my hand into the strings as I'm muting them. So if we take that a step further, and as I hit the strings, as I move into the 8th note, I'm going to hit it and then slowly move my palm up the string so it gradually mutes it. This almost gives it a little bit more like a synth-like quality. I'm going to show you a way to exploit this technique even further. Now, as I choke the notes and they're repeating, I can play other notes on top of it that are going to keep building, and then as soon as I let go of the pedal, they decayed. And this is the major difference in just having any sort of delay plugin or anything up where you're just you're cranking it so that the repeats happen. As soon as it starts getting chaotic, I can cut it off and it gets really clean again. Let's check this out. this just gives you some ideas of some cool things you can do with effects to create sort of vibey ambient sounds that are a little unconventional.